Alright, so I tried to move this thing with the tractor, and all we ended up doing is just standing the front wheels of the tractor up off the ground. It was like trying to pull a building. So I got a bigger truck, and all that ended up doing is burning a hole in the ground with the tire. So I think the next step on this, the next idea I have, since this is the truck I would use to pull something like this out, is to actually get it running and then see if we can get it to pull itself out. That tire actually still has air in it, although it's halfway in the ground. This one is a complete lost cause. Now the inside wheel might take air if I can get to the wherever the air thing is on that, which I don't even see. This one looks like it has air in it. Looks like that stayed from the other day. Yeah, this one is completely flat. Oh wow, that's not quite the hole as it is on the other side. So let's open up in here and check for wasps and see if we have any clutch or brake. Well, that seems like a frozen cylinder. Oh, that went all the way to the ground. There's nothing at all there. Oh, wow, okay. We might possibly have clutch. Alright, well, let's see what this thing obviously needs. See if it's maybe free of... Oh, man. Okay. So we need a battery. Looks like a fairly new coil. So I think this master cylinder, yeah, it has a clutch and brake. So maybe the brake side is just completely dry. I'll have to get some tools out here and check. The rest of it doesn't look bad. Oh, wait a minute. What is... Alright, well, that's going to be a problem. That is the oil filter down there, which makes this... Let me get it in the shot here. The line that goes to the gauge. So with this thing running, this will probably squirt oil all over the place. And actually, that should have gone into the firewall, into the cab, and that's probably what happened. Yeah, all of that looks like oil, to be honest. Alright, got a new battery. O'Reilly gave me $10 a pop for the old ones. And it's going to put this in, so we have, I guess that's the positive. I guess that's another positive. And I guess that's the ground. And the ground, I guess, can go either way. So that goes down to the starter. This one, can't really tell. Honestly, that just looks like a ground, so we'll put that out of the way. All right, positive. There we go. And negative. I guess we'll just pick one. No spark on that, so that's good. All right, let's see if it'll crank over. And let's see. Oh, that didn't sound good. Oh wait, hold on. All right, let's get this air cleaner off so we can put some gas down in it. I guess that's part of that. Oh well, nothing's stuck. All right, so I have some gas mixed with 2-cycle oil, and the reason we want to do that is this has been sitting a while, so give some extra lubrication in the carburetor. So it's not sparking or anything, so oh, this is, I think I put electronic ignition in here at one time. So let's pour a little bit of gas in here. It's probably more than enough. Let's see what happens. So I poured some gas into the float bowl through this bowl vent here so that it'll fill up the bowl and actually go through the main jets and power jets before I just poured it down the throat, which, you know, we just saw it burn all of the gas that was in there out of there. So let me try and start it again and see if the actual jets work. I wonder if this fuel pump is working at all. Let's check that out. All right, I have no idea if there's any gas we'd want to use in the tank, but got the fuel filter or fuel pump disconnected and set right there. So let me crank on it a little bit and see what happens. I see some vapors coming out of that, so we might be able to hook up that pickup tube to like a gas can or something and see if that works. Alright, so before we put another makeshift gas can on it, let's see if there's anything in here. So I've got this really long shaft, and we'll see if it gets wet on the bottom here. Yeah, that's just from scraping there on the bottom. I don't think we want to chance that. So let's go ahead and just use a regular gas can. Alright, so I got the fuel pump hooked up to this fuel line, which runs over here into a gas can, but we'll probably have to prime it, but let's give it a few bumps and see what happens here. I'll go ahead and connect the ignition, and we'll start it a little bit, and maybe it'll be enough to prime that pump. Yeah, it's probably more than enough. Got a little bit of a dribble. When I see vapor coming out of it, yeah, that fuel pump may be a goner. Well, let's see if we can. Man, that really smells like old gas. I bet there's old gas all in that. Let me see if I can actually get a squirt bottle or something and prime this. This hose is really long. And prime that. And then we'll try that again. If this pump really isn't going to work, we'll have to rig up some sort of gravity feed system. Alright, well, I cut down that hose and set it up here and tried to pour gas down the hose, and just mostly made a mess and got some on me. So let's put this back over here where we can see it. Turn the ignition on. And then I already poured some gas in the carburetor, so maybe that's enough. Oh, look, it's squirting. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's what we want. All right, I got the gas hooked back up. So let's prime it one more time. Try and get some in this float vent. As usual, probably more than enough. That wasn't good. Huh. Running, it doesn't seem to be running quite right. That just doesn't seem right. What the hell? That float bowl may not be filled up. That's all. Yeah, that's in the gas. Just I didn't get any power pressing on it, so let's see if we can fill that up again. Of course, this may have another issue of a stuck needle valve. Let me try that one more time. Still might not be getting gas. Let me see if I can put this on here. Oh, look at that. This accelerator pump is stuck. All right, it looks like the accelerator pump is stuck. So I'm going to give this the old 1-2 punch. Start with this. And then with this. So let's give this a good spray. Preferably not back in my face. I think I got some on the phone. All right, we'll let that dry for a minute. That spitting back that it did a few moments ago kind of concerns me, because last time that happened on a vehicle, might have even been this one, it caught on fire. So I prefer not to burn them down. And then this seafoam, I can open it one-handed here. This really needs to go in the bowl, but let's pour some here a little bit. And yeah, I think this is just making a mess. I wonder if we got a cylinder that's not firing. That just doesn't sound right. Yeah, look at that. I hit that down and it's just barely falling in there. And again, that spring on that thing should bring it down. Right as I hit it. All right, let me spray some more stuff in there and see if we can get it going that way. It almost sounds like the bowl's empty. I think the needle may have been stuck. So let's, one more time. Oh, who are we kidding? This is definitely not one more time. That sounds about right. Now let's see if it'll actually run instead of just running the gas that's in it out. That sounds a lot better than before. Really wish I had like a fuel pressure gauge or something. So that's the generator light, and we'll kind of bring it up here. That's missing. All right, I think we're in business now, because I have power through the main jets. Accelerator pumps sound like it, at least worked enough. Let's get that thing out of there before we lose it. So I'm going to get some of this crap out of the way and mount the other camera. I'm going to go ahead and shut this off before it overheats, because I'm sure we don't have any coolant in it at all. So I'm going to move this camera out on the side and get some of this stuff out of the way, and we'll try and put it in gear and see what happens. And I'll move my truck out of the way in case we're successful.